Hi everyone, this is Ms. DeLu. In this digital lesson, we will be looking at Module C, Lesson 2, Digital Lesson Solutions and the Giver. You will want to make sure you have your digital lesson guided notes doc up in a tab. They should look like this. You will watch the digital lesson and take notes as you watch. Let's get started. The objectives for this lesson are: students will organize opinions and ideas in a logical manner by organizing and depicting information logically, and students will justify opinions and ideas using examples, explanations, and terminology by negotiating ideas and knowledge with peers and teachers. Our ATL skill for this lesson is negotiate ideas and knowledge with peers and teachers. So before we start reviewing that, I want you to think about who are some specific peers you interact with at school, and write those names here. Next, we're going to review how to negotiate ideas and knowledge. I'm going to review the 4 L's, and you are going to highlight which one of these suggestions you feel you already do. Look at the person you are speaking with. Lean toward them slightly and to indicate that you are engaged in the conversation. Listen actively to what is being said and lower your voice. So you're going to highlight which one of these suggestions you feel you already do. This last section is academic talk, agreeing and comparing ideas. What does it mean? Why is it important? Agreeing and comparing ideas means that you have the same thoughts as someone else, or that you think what someone else has said makes sense. You may even want to add an additional idea onto the first person's idea. This is important because it helps people communicate and build on each other's ideas. Some suggestions when agreeing and comparing ideas are: listen to the speaker carefully to make sure you understand what is being said. Make sure you let the speaker finish their thought and not interrupt them. And use affirming body language like nodding and making eye contact. It might sound like, and here are a lot of different sentence starters. If you're going to be agreeing with someone, you might say, I completely agree with you, or I share your perspective. You might be saying that would work, or that makes sense, or that's a great suggestion. Okay, I put my cat out so we can go on to this next part. Module C, Lesson 2, Part 2. For this section, our skill we're focusing on is organize and depict information logically. Now I'm going to review some ways to organize and depict information logically. Chronological order, spaces between ideas, grouped ideas, placement of important ideas, and logical image depiction. You're going to highlight how you will organize this paragraph so you know it is not connected to another paragraph. So highlight one of these types of ways to organize that would relate to you organizing a paragraph so you know it is not connected to another paragraph. Part 3 reviews organizing and writing a paragraph. When writing an academic paragraph, use the following sentence organization. You start with a topic sentence. The next part is a transition word that introduces evidence that is related to the topic sentence. Then you have a transition word that introduces elaboration of the evidence. Then you have a transition word that introduces an additional type of evidence. And then a transition word that has elaboration of that evidence. And if it's a standalone paragraph, you might even have a concluding sentence. To review, our objectives for this lesson were: students will organize opinions and ideas in a logical manner by organizing and depicting information logically. We also had the objective of students will understand opinions and ideas using examples, explanations, and terminology by negotiating ideas and knowledge with peers and teachers. Now you can go on to your next step of practice activities and/or mastery checks. Good luck!